And how do you think Straight Drop got out of that 2017 case at the bowling alley? Bro snitched. He told on it. He said, "You ain't even gotta charge me. I'll tell you everything that happened. I'll charge myself." That's what he said. The judge said that he's owned up to it so much that they all had a private meeting and decided that since he was so cooperative and told so much, that they was just gonna go ahead and give him the to get the probation, even though when they actually first went to court, he was not supposed to get the probation. So this dude ain't even supposed to be out, and he had told so much and cooperated so much with the boys that they let him get out. Straight informant, snitch, rat, whatever you want to call it, man. This dude, he who knows what he told, how many people he told. The they could get their quota, man, all off of one dude, and they probably try to throw him in the mix of this PRE shit to have him infiltrate and tell on folks, because you know he already had the beef with Big Moochie Great. Straight Drop had beef with Big Moochie Great and Key Glock. So when they signed Big Moochie Great, Straight Drop went postal. He turned on him so quick, and that's when the beef started with them. But you know, by the time he had got out, it's like he felt like Big Moochie Great was gonna be taking the spot that he had, you know, because everything moves so fast in Memphis. It's an upcoming rap. It's a brand new rapper every week that hits the charts out of Memphis. It's a brand new rapper getting signed by Gotti. It's a brand new this and that, whether it's in Tennessee, Kentucky, whatever. And you got dudes just popping out the woodwork. So when Straight Drop seen Big Moochie Great get signed, he thought it was over for him because everything moved so fast in Memphis. It's like he just missed his chance to go big off getting. It's like Big Moochie Great took his spot. Now Great getting all the fans. He's getting the shows that Straight Drop was supposed to get. To this day, the only song I know about that Straight Drop is in is the one where he telling on himself in front of the house where they dropped off the white Benz. And I ain't never heard his song get played or promoted by any actual Memphis people or anybody that's actually in the game, like doing numbers, actually getting producing, selling albums and stuff like that. So I ain't heard no features with Straight Drop and no Dirk or any other rappers, nothing like that. Pooh Shiesty dub, Big 30 dub, no songs with them, no connections. It seemed like nobody really messed with Straight Drop in Memphis, and that's for a reason. That's for a reason. They know he's telling. They know he is snitched. They could look up the paperwork too. Shoot, they live in the city. They seen it on the news that when he went in and how he got out so quick, and what the charges was when he went in and what he was not supposed to get and what they gave him, which was the probation. Because he had told, they don't just give that stuff away. I mean, the goal for them is to keep you in there for your life, right? But you gotta give them something for them to work with you, especially if it's after the case, after the court case and everything. Like now you in there, and the only people you could talk to when you're in there is the people who run the place, the people who's there interrogating people, trying to figure out, hey, you know, it could be something that happened. An investigator go walk up in Straight Drop cell, asking him, "Hey, let me pull you out to this meeting room real quick. Ask you a couple questions about somebody you might know." And then here goes the telling, and then I'll say, "Hey, you might let you get that probation." You know what I mean? You just gotta say the right things, and that's when the telling starts. Straight Drop gets to storytelling. I mean, he was really rapping then. Lyrics and everything, descriptive, pointing. He could describe to you. It's better than the video, how he was telling. And basically, that's how the whole journey started between Straight Drop and the boys, and him being a snitch, and that's why nobody really messed with him, features with him in Memphis. And Dolph had basically, all this stuff where he had connections with PRE. That was before he told. Once he came out, it's not like they was taking him on tour or nothing like that. That was all from a few years ago. That was all from before they found out, And once they found out, that's when they were like, hey, no, we going to go ahead and drop him off the roster, pick up Grape, and keep things moving. And he was salty about that. Justin Johnson, Straight Drop, was salty about that move right there, that he got fired. So that's when he started hitting more licks, being in the streets more, try to get his revenge back on Dolph and PRE. And, being friends with JoJo Splat, CEO Bobby. They was all plotting, riding around in that Benz, riding around up in Covington, doing this and that. It's a lot of things that are going to come out about what they were doing all last year. And it's not like their rap career wasn't making no money, so how are they able to pay their bills and stuff like that and afford their designer clothes? They're going to have to take it from somebody, snatch somebody's chain, you know what I mean? And that gets to where Big Moochie Grape got that chain snatched, because them boys was starving out there because they didn't get the record deal. They didn't get streams. Nothing was really popping for them at that time. It seemed like the trap slowed down, you know what I mean? Nobody wanted to do business with them because they already knew that these dudes wasn't legit. They was just trying to take, they'll try to probably stick you up or something like that if you came, around them on some business moves. So they got real greedy. Nobody wanted to mess with them, so they had to start taking people's chains and try to rob them and whatever, right? And they had to target the rappers, dudes who was going to be known to walk around with some type of money, some type of valuable jewelry on them or something like that. And that's why they was starting to get into it, and the Memphis beef in the streets was escalating at 2021, through that whole summer into the fall. That summer, 2021, there's a lot of things that Straight Drop, CEO Bobby, JoJo Splat, there's a lot of stuff that they were doing. And you could see CEO Bobby driving that white Benz all summer in 2021. And he probably deleted them videos, but people had him. If you looked on, if you were just active, and if you were watching people in Memphis, if you were watching people's lives all the summer, you would have seen CEO Bobby go live one time, and he was in the Benz, that same white Benz. So they're just moving real sloppy, just real sloppy. It's like they forget about the past, and they, you know what I mean? Once they, up to the point that they commit their crimes, it's like they forget what they had just did to expose themselves. Is going to come back and get them. So that's what I was saying now. We know Straight Drop is telling and everything like that, so he already told on himself by trying to post his Instagram the other day, and they got his IP address. So So it came down at Dallas, Texas. And, you know, he was trying to he's trying to get close across that border, but he's waiting for that paperwork to come in so he can have the fake paperwork so he can cross that thing in case they ask him, you know, show his, you know, documents and stuff like that. Yep. So we're going to, there's a lot of things that are about to come out, breaking news, so stay tuned.